Meanwhile, Jackie was just talking about 3 daggers he got yesterday. One of them was this, because yesterday, one of Hollywood's leading men, George Clooney, changing his tune just 3 weeks after helping President Biden raise nearly $30 million at a star-studded fundraiser.
In an op-ed, he claims, quote, "It's devastating to say it, but the Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the big effing deal, the big effing deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate."
Our next guest is calling out the actor for waiting nearly a month to say anything. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy joins us now. Dave, I'm so glad you decided to join us with a shirt this morning.
Yeah, what was that about?
I'm going to start doing my Instagrams
He just got out of the water, he said.
He was on a couch.
So, Dave,
I'm on island time. I'm in Nantucket.
I love it, brother.
Good.
So tell us, why do you think all these people are coming out now?
Well, they want to whack them. Like, to be honest, I'm probably in the minority. I tweeted during the debate, I thought Biden did great because I was expecting him not to be able to put a sentence together. If you have actually paid even a tiny bit of attention to Joe Biden over the last year, 2 years, you know that he's gone. And it happens when you get old, but you don't walk onto a stage and not be able to find your way off of it. You don't get corralled at, international meetings by leaders having to walk you off. You don't fall off your bike. You don't say you had lunch with somebody who's been dead for 5 years or whatever. It's one after another after another. So I couldn't believe they let him do the debate, which brings to the point, if all these people, Clooney, Chuck, whoever, everybody knew that this man is basically a vegetable, why would you ever let him do that debate unless you want to show the world that he's gone and get rid of him? So it's shameful. And the crazy part is, I think a lot of people, I said this in the rant, you could say, is Trump versus a head of lettuce? And people hate Trump so much, they may still vote for the head of lettuce. Like, that's what we don't know, is who's actually been running the country for the last 4 years. Who knows?
Yeah, so, Dave, are you suggesting that Biden's own team set him up to blow it?
Yeah, I think the Democrats. I mean, again, if you guys all know each other fairly well, if you've been around each other for 4 years and you're like, this person has whatever, whether it's Parkinson's, whatever, and then you walk him to a debate, like, what do they expect to happen? That I literally was, he's doing better than I thought. And the rest of the country is like, this is the worst thing ever. It's like, where have you been? I didn't even think you could put a sentence together.
But you remember the ridicule, I don't know if you got it, when we noticed that Barack Obama grabbed his arm off that fundraiser and walked him off the stage. You got, we have people saying it's so rude that we bring up that's a problem because they're friends. That's what friends do. Now we find out that people are saying when he was there and not talking, he was staring off into the distance. He looked totally out of it. Nobody reported that till it was done.
Before you talk, sorry to interrupt you, but let's play a flashback of the media montage. Listen to this.
Let's not forget, President Obama, President Biden have a relationship. They are friends. They're like family to each other. And I think that's what you saw. You saw the president put his hand on the back of President Biden, and they walked off the stage after taking questions.
The video from the LA fundraiser has become an election Rorschach test. Republicans, they see frailty. Democrats, they see friendship.
Here is this headline from the New York Post, quote, "Biden appears to freeze up, has to be led off stage by Obama." It comes less than 1 week after the New York Post made a cover out of another piece of deceptively edited tape. Both the articles are based on cheap fakes, videos of real events that are intentionally manipulated to fool viewers.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe
You were not fooled, Dave.
Well, if you're on the internet, this is one of many. And it was every week there was a different incident that you just can't look by. And again, the things he was saying, they were making no sense. He was slurring. So it was quite obvious that he was well into decline. And so to put him in a debate, when I saw that he was going to do a live debate, I spit out my coffee. It's like, how? He cannot do it. And then he couldn't do it. And everyone's like, oh, my God, Obama, where have you been? This is not new. You just haven't been paying attention.
Dave, because you're in Nantucket, you're on island time, you won't be at the press conference at 5:30. But if Dave Portnoy was at the event, you'd stand up, you'd say, Mr. President, I've got a question for you. What would your question be to Joe Biden?
Why? Who's not letting you step down? Like, I don't think it's Biden, whether it's Jill, that clip even after the debate where it looked like she wanted to airplane him in some mush peas. She's like, you did a great job. Listen, nobody wants to give up power. And he's the most powerful man in the world. And somebody is running that and doesn't want to give it up. Who is it? Who is the person say, Joe, you have to stay in the race because he's gone. It's obvious. Everyone knows he's gone.
So you said even Miss Peaches knows he's gone, your dog that everyone loves.
And she's a toddler, and she knows.
Right. So, Dave, how much damage is done to the press and their credibility? How could you possibly be trusted again? They're not even acknowledging that they ignored this story for 3 years.
Another ignored story.
The shame of it is I already had such little standards for it. It doesn't surprise me. And it's good. I think there'll be some people who switch, but this country is so politicized that the people believe the Republicans believe one thing, Democrats the other. But I don't know how anybody with a straight face can believe anything that's being said about the president.
Hopefully they remember the people that told them the lies and said everything was okay, Dave.
Hey, Dave, what happens to Barstool when you go on vacation? I mean, do they know what to do without you?
Yeah, we got some people, but I'm still working. I'm clocking in. I got my setup here.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
sir,
Dave.
thank you very much. Have a lobster
Dave.
roll for lunch. I got a feeling you will.
Thank you.
You bet. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.